एक अन्य वीडियो में हमने ऑफ ऑफेंसेस अफेक्टिंग द ह्यूमन बॉडी में किडनैपिंग, एब्डक्शन, इन दोनों को लेकर के चर्चा की थी। इसी कैटेगरी में एक अन्य ऑफेंस जो है वो कवर होता है, जो BNS भारतीय न्याय शास्त्र के सेक्शन 143 में मेंशन किया गया है, ट्रैफिकिंग ऑफ पर्सन। इट प्रोवाइड्स कि ट्रैफिकिंग कैसे माना जाएगा ऑफेंस जो है। तो सबसेक्शन 1 में कहा है, whoever for the purpose of exploitation. So it is important that the purpose should be exploitation. First thing. Then what is done? Whoever for the purpose of exploitation recruits, transports, harbors, transfers, or receives a person or persons. This is the activity. Then what are the sources or what are the activities which are resorted to? Using threats or using force or any other form of coercion, or by abduction, or by practicing fraud or deception, or by abuse of power, or by inducement, including the giving or receiving of payments or benefits, in order to achieve the consent of any person having control over the person recruited, transported, harbored, transferred, or received, commits the offense of trafficking. कोई अगर किसी व्यक्ति को for the purpose of exploitation, for रिक्रूट करता है, ट्रांसपोर्ट करता है, हार्बर करता है, उनको शरण देता है या ट्रांसफर करता है कहीं, या रिसीव करता है ए पर्सन और पर्सन्स, more than one, using threat, force, coercion, abduction, fraud, deception, abuse of power, या जिस व्यक्ति का the person who has control over them उसको इंड्यूस करने के लिए कोई पेमेंट वगैरह देता है, तो वो that person is said to commit the offense of trafficking. ये ट्रैफिकिंग का वो है। जो एक्सप्लॉयटेशन की बात है उसमें एक एक्सप्लेनेशन है, वो ऐड करती है, द एक्सप्लॉयटेशन, द एक्सप्रेशन एक्सप्लॉयटेशन शैल इंक्लूड एनी एक्ट ऑफ फिजिकल एक्सप्लॉयटेशन or any form of sexual exploitation, slavery, or practices similar to slavery, which may not be slavery in themselves, but which are similar to slavery, servitude, beggary, or forced removal of organs. That is also, so these are the types of exploitation. Explanation 1, it clarifies, it explains what shall be the meaning of the expression exploitation. So it shall include any act of physical exploitation or those mentioned in this explanation, and it may have other meaning also. Then explanation 2, it is important. In order to constitute the offense, the consent of the victim is immaterial in determination of the offense of trafficking. If the accused takes the plea that the person trafficked, he or she consented to the act, consented to the recruitment, to the transportation, to transfer, that consent is immaterial. So the law provides that this consent is immaterial, which implies that even if the consent of the person exploited is pleaded, that has no effect on the nature of the offense. The offense of trafficking remains and it is not affected by the consent of the person or persons exploited. And when we go through the subsections, we find that very strict punishments have been provided for this offense of trafficking. For instance, subsection 3, it says if subsection 2 first we would discuss. It provides that if a person is guilty of the offense of trafficking, then he is liable to be punished for imprisonment not less than 7 years, which may extend to 10 years, and fine also. Then subsection 3 provides that if more than one person are trafficked, then the punishment shall be rigorous imprisonment of not less than 10 years and which may extend to life. Imprisonment of life and fine as well. Then subsection 4 says if one child is trafficked, then rigorous imprisonment not less than 10 years, which may extend to life and fine. And if more children, more than one child, they are trafficked, then the rigorous imprisonment not less than 14 years duration, and it may extend to life, fine. And subsection 6 says if a person is habitual of committing the offense of trafficking, and if he has been convicted on more than one occasion, then the punishment shall be imprisonment for life, which would mean remainder of that person's natural life. So for the whole life he has to be in the jail. And subsection 7, it relates to public servant or police officer. If any one of them happens to commit the offense of trafficking, then imprisonment of life, and which means remainder of that person's natural life and fine. So a perusal of the subsections from subsection 2 to subsection 7, these clearly reveal that very strict punishments have been provided for the offense of trafficking. Thank you.